Am I the asshole for walking out my 5 years old niece's birthday party and taking her present with me? Oh, she left. She left. Like the kid's still there. I, 24 female, my niece 5 female, and my sisters-in-law, Megan, 25 female. Starts well. Yesterday was my niece's birthday. My niece is my sister's-in-law firstborn. So she's not even like blood related. This is what she says. And my sister's-in-law is currently pregnant with our 4th child. Good. Good for her. 25, 4th child. It's quick, but good for her. When I received the invitation to the party, there was a note asking for everyone not to forget about the mommy when shopping for birthday gift. That's my niece's birthday. That my niece's birthday was also meant to celebrate the woman who carried her for 9 months. What? I think like this is already sending me big wave of exactly entitled parent. This is like poof. For my niece's birthday. Oh no, let's go. Let's be honest, I'm not Megan's biggest fan. I've always found her to be a large drama queen. I'm not sure if the large is the right word here unless she really means what large means. So I read that I was supposed to bring her a present to her daughter's birthday party, and I was annoyed. I knew I would be doing no such thing. Okay. And okay. I was annoyed and I knew I wouldn't do such thing. Okay. For my niece's birthday, I made a large whole hand crushed blanket and matching teddy bear. That is hours of work. How's it going, Tim, though? This is hours of work. This is like a big gift. Confuse them though. I'm gonna go check that after that to freak out. When it came time to open gift, it was Megan sitting on a chair in the center of the living room with my nieces sitting on the floor next to her. Megan opened every single present, even the one meant for my niece. What the fudge? It was only after she... Why would you open your own kid's gift? It was only after she was done, she would end the open present to my niece. When it came time to open my present, I watched as Megan opened my gift, shuffled past the teddy bear and blanket, and proceeded to search for her gift. When Megan found no other present, she looked up and asked me if there was another present for me in the pile. I responded no. Disappointed, Megan took the blanket out of the box and proceeded to ask me a question like, where did you get such a cute blanket? And I hope it didn't break the bank with such an extravagant present. That sounds sarcastic. Okay, good. Her tone of voice came across as sincere, but the way she stared at me across the room definitely gave me a different impression. That sounds like the worst. This is Am I the Asshole Matt entitled parent. I responded to her questioning by saying that I made the teddy bear and blanket myself and that it was no trouble for my little niece. Megan chuckled and asked me in front of the whole party if I had actually made the gift. I responded absolutely. Megan and I go back and forth in front of everyone for him. This is like, you have, for those who ever played, by the way, welcome in South Spring. For those who ever played Vampire the Masquerade, like the tabletop RPG, this is the kind of wits you would try to pull off when you are in Asylum. Basically place where you cannot use your power to insult each other. You just have to try to trigger the beast in the other one, you know, like spike until one of the two like freaks out. And by the way, this is, and I know like I don't want to genderize conflict, but this is way more closer to what you would get from a fight in between girl in school than in between boys. That's something that absolutely freaks me out in my classes. Like when two boys are aiding each other, they are pretty obvious about that. They will just jump one at the face at the other, or they will just scream themselves insult. When two girls in my classes are having a conflict, it is way more under the belt. Like you can think everything is fine in your class, then a conflict explodes somewhere outside of the school, and you can track it back to like those two kids seeking each other out like problematically under the table, like on Discord, on their social media, pulling some thread. They are so much worse conflict than the boys. The boys, you just split them up and you're like, guys, you've been stupid say sorry, both of you, and like it's gonna fix itself. But like with the girl, it's so much worse. So but Megan ends the conversation by saying, I didn't actually make the gift because I didn't collect the wool for the blanket or make the button or bear myself. That for something to be handmade, you have to use only your hand from the start to finish, otherwise it doesn't. Shut the fudge up, Megan. After my mother-in-law pulled me aside, she was extremely upset with me for antagonizing Megan. No one in the family likes Megan, but my in-laws play nice because when they didn't, Megan and her husband moved halfway across the country. They just recently moved back to town. After my mother-in-law thoroughly lectured me on keeping the peace, she asked me to leave the party and go buy Megan a present. And she got fudge off. Fudge off. Like, who the I hate these concepts. I hate like when family tries hard to keep the peace. And I'm gonna explain why later, okay? Like, we have a big problem in a lot of country because of these kind of things. Instead, I left the party and took my present with me. All day today, I have been playing telephone with friends and relatives of Megan. All of them accusing me of ruining my niece's birthday party and telling me that I'm an asshole for stealing my niece's birthday present. Edit, my intention for taking the present was to rewrap the gift and give it to my niece one-on-one so she could actually open a birthday present. After her mom opened the present, she put it back in the box and back on the table. She didn't actually give it to my niece. Okay. All of that. Totally defendable, totally like commendable to some point. So I have a lot of problem with that, and mainly the concept of keeping the peace. Because like, there is so many family where some atrocious thing happened, but just to keep the family together, like I'm saying, like traumatizing, atrocious thing. There was a stat in the US, not in the US, sorry. There was a stat in France telling that in between 10 and 15% of all people there had basically been, how can I say? I'll say that the more cleanly I can, like while staying PG-13, I've been sexually assaulted, okay? And at young age. It basically means that like all those family that are not snitching on the member that they know have been doing that to keep the peace are sometimes defending some behavior that would be condemnable. And here, that entitled parent clearly did not got said no enough in our life, because she became probably one of the most entitled human being ever. I hate the concept of shower party. Okay, if you do not have what you need to be able to take care of a child, like, it's fine if people want to give you stuff, but if you don't have what you need to be able to take care of a child, maybe you should not make one that early. Maybe you should put on aside a little more and then make the baby, you know? Because like, it's not once you have one that you're going to be able to be more wealthy or more able to put money on the side. It's just a fact. Baby costs money. Like, the government will not send you enough money to be able to cover all the need of the baby. You will have to buy diapers, you will have to buy food, you will have to eventually stop buying diaper, but then like fill in for some other of the need of the kids. All of that is absolutely crazy to me. That makes no, like, she's not the asshole. I really don't care what her family or our in-laws are thinking. This is clearly one-sided. Really strange that an adult woman would try and make her daughter's birthday about herself. That's what her own birthday is for. After my mother-in-law, yeah, maybe nobody shows for her own birthday. Just show for like the kid's birthday because they don't care about her. After my mother-in-law pulled me aside, she would yeah, exactly. Let's talk about who antagonized who here. I didn't actually make the gift because I didn't collect the, yeah, fudge this thing. This is wild. You made a thoughtful present for the person who was actually celebrating a birthday and you got bullied for this. You're not, yeah, she's not in the wrong at all. I don't even understand, like, both my in-laws are always trying to keep the peace, but what that actually means is everyone's bending over backwards. Exactly. This is absurd. This is absurd. Like, there's a moment in your life where you're not supposed to have more present than the kids around you. So if they have to care about that situation even in Christmas, so that she gets more present than the kids, how is your brother or your sister in relationship with that remain of a human being? Like, how the hell did he accept that? He knew that. He spotted those problems before he made her a baby, right? Tell me he knew. Tell me it's not a mistake. Gosh. And yeah, there's that moment where you're going to reach an age where you're not supposed to receive as many gifts for Christmas. So screw Megan. Honestly, tell no to Megan more often. If she has to move half the country away for that, like... Yeah, but it's worse than red flag, Hebda. It is absolutely absurd. It makes absolutely no sense. Like, who'd do that? Who'd take, like, half their... Who? We need something like for that moment where it passed red flags. Red flags are basically like, I don't know, you see someone that really does not have the same goal as you, and that's fine. Like, you're both decent human being, but sadly, there's a red flag for your relationship where you do not see the same objective together. Like, there's a lot of things that could make sense, and that would be considered red flag as a couple, but not as a person. And once someone is starting to react like with all very flashy red flags all over the place, we should have another word to be able to define like those big problems. Not just like stick to, this is filled with red flag and that's fine, you know? It's worse than this at this point.